Ba-ba-bum-bum-bum. I'm loving it. Hey, everybody. This is Crumbawig 420. Happy late night breakfast on this glorious Friday. Oops, 1 second. Ooh, I said that twice with the echo going on in there. Alrighty, everybody. Hey, JC, what's going on? Yumi, Michael. Who do I see? Shy, yes. Late breakfast. Blackened. Thank you so much for being here. Jess, buddy. Hey, Moon. You're at work? Cool. Chilling, checking it out. Scotty, brother. My buddy. Thanks for swinging in. Oh, you're on a break right now? That's cool. Not that you're at work, because that sucks, but I know you got to make the money. But thanks for listening in. Greatly appreciated. There you are, JC. I see you now. Yo, Bud Files. How are you, brother? Wayne, what's going on? Let me swing over here onto my other page here. I want to get you modded up. So in doing that, I got to give you my quick moderator lecture, if you don't mind. We might as well start out the channel with me reading it. All righty, now that you are a mod, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the channel. Don't beg for money. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are here. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. Sprinkle some love. Go over there. Drop a like. Drop a comment. Those are important. It lets people know you were there. It's going to make their day. If we have trolls, we are going to escort them nicely to the door. Try not to engage with them. And most of all, if you're here, let's have fun. All righty. I got that out of my system. Let's see who I'm missing rolling into here. P. Gutter, cheers. John Peterson. John Peterson's Random Adventures. What is going on, my pal? Blazing. Yeah, I know. I tried to start early. My dad always told me to be on time is to be late. Shy. Bob Weir. Hey, cool. Thanks for being here, buddy. Lazy. I wondered if I was going to catch up with you. You still stuck at work? I know I bumped into you earlier, and that's where you were. I figured from what you said, maybe for about another half hour. Hayes, what's going on? Thanks for pulling in. Just catching up in here, guys. You guys are talking fast, which is okay. All righty, I am caught up in that. All right, I need a sip first, and then we're going to take a rip, if everybody's good with that. Oh, Canadian Outdoor Strain. Nice. It has been a long time. Anthony, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Definitely. How are those plants doing? You pushing them out there? Keeping them free from all the weather and everything else, I hope? We got about a minute, and we're going to take a bong rip at 10 o'clock to start things off, if everybody's good with that. All righty, P. Gutter, I'm going to mod you up. I know you were in here when I just read my last standard moderator lecture to everybody, so I appreciate it. And yeah, welcome to the channel. All righty, did I just see Panda in here? Panda buddy, what's going on? Good to see you. I hope you're doing great today. Did you end up getting that haircut? I hope so. I know you said you were looking forward to it. And you had softball practice today. I hope that went good too. Yo, Fino Dino. Hi ho. Thanks for rolling in. Oh, you did just get home from softball practice, Panda? Cool. Super cool. There's 20 of us in here. Thank you, everybody. And it is 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, which means it is time for a rip, everybody. Let's go. Cheers. I'm going to go for the third rip. It usually does me in. There we go. That was pretty nice. I was smoking on some strawberry kush from my most recent harvest. I pulled some cheater buds and there was some dry enough, and I figured I'd try some today. And I'll tell you, I am thoroughly impressed with the difference between indoor strawberry kush and outdoor strawberry kush. Absolutely incredible difference. Did I just see Teen roll in? Teen, what's going on? Oh, and look at that. Growing Old came cruising in right behind Teen. We got Santa Claus in here. Thank you so much, everybody, for showing up. This is awesome. We got a room full of rock stars. If everybody wants, they can toss in the channel on the chat on the side what they're smoking on tonight. And I'll try and pay attention instead of doing other things. Yo, Visible Farms is in the house. Indeed. Thank you for being here, good sir. Super appreciated. Boy, I'm not seeing anybody smoking on anything tonight. Must be just me. Pilgorshai, Anthony. All right. A spider is smoking my half of a doobie I dropped, said Lazy Clouds. Nice. Very nice. Shy's got planted to the grapes. Awesome. Black in 9-pound hammer. That's like the third time today I've heard somebody smoking on 9-pound hammer. Okay, Chud crossed with wedding cake from P. Gutter. Nice. Nice. Blazing Silver, Sunset Zope. CB, dude. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, Canadian Outdoors got some Thin Mint Auto. And what else we got going here? This jumped quick on me here. Thin Mint Auto. Tahoe OG dabs and wedding cake and guava cake flour from Anthony. Jeepers creepers. It's a 3-course meal you got there, dude. Perfect. Hope I saw butterscotch wine in there. From Hayes 420. Nice. Dabbing some Bubba Hash live resin. Perfect. Oh, blazing. And you just ate 100 milligram edible. Cheers to you, buddy. Cheers to you. I know my daughter and her boyfriend bought edibles tonight, but they have yet to share with me. They usually do. She dropped a joint off for me earlier, which I'll be ripping on later, so that's pretty nice. Mr. No Fly Zone. Nice to see you here. You're dabbing some Bubba Hash live resin. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just catching up in here. What's on the menu tonight? Oh, you tell me, JC. You know, I sent somebody to your page earlier and they're like, oh, wow, she got a lot of cool stuff on there. And they're like, I'm going to sub up. I was like, go ahead. Yo, Crow. Crow indeed. What's going on? Thank you for being here. Teen, I see you still poking around out into here. Chasing Growing Old through the chat. I like that. I like that indeed. All right. I am finally caught up in the chat again. That's what happens when I ask questions. I have to slow it down so I can read what everybody's got going on. So, Scotty 420, are you kicking around in here still? Because I want to ask you a question if you are. I know you're a busy man of working. If not, we will circle back to Scotty. We will circle back to Scotty at a later time in the program. I want to talk to him about the ice. No. Scotty, you know I would fucking love to watch you cook. All I wanted to do was, I want to talk some about your ice baths. Yes, I want to talk some about them. I wanted to give my assessment of it, and then you basically tell me if I'm kind of right or wrong. So the ice baths that you do essentially are a stressor on the plant, forcing it to produce more trichomes because of the stress. Yes, I was freaking right. Perfect. Because, there's a lot of people out there with bro science as to why you do certain things. And it's nice to know that we can have discussions like this and we're all on the same page with it. So that's a beautiful thing. Thank you, Scotty. Yup. Right, teen. Implementing stress. Same thing with like when you stab the stems and introduce the sticks, another form of stress on the plant. Yep. You've done both? You won't do it with ice now? Okay. Perfect. That's what's cool. We can follow along and see the results in the end. We don't have to wait for a clinical study. It's right here in front of us, brought to us by Scotty 420. Oh, Michael, we're all doing great. Thanks that you were bringing us along while you were driving. That's always greatly appreciated. But we are all chilling. We fired up, and we're going to be firing up again in about another 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. Because for those of you who haven't been here before, we try and rip on about every 15 minutes till I get high, and then people have to circle around and remind me that we're supposed to be smoking. Yo, Texas Tiff is in the house. Be real. What's going on? Tiff, I have a question for you still. I asked the other day, but I never saw if you answered it. Have you been able to do any of your reviews yet? Because if so, I'd like to know so I can wander over and check them out. You're doing that right now? The temps are in the 40s to 50s lately, Canadian? Nice. I was going to ask you, Visible, if you were still trimming. Absolutely. I know how that is right at the moment. I have nowhere near what you do, but for just being single me, 11 plants is a lot. RJS, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for being here. Indeed, be real. Indeed, it is. It is a great night to chill out with everybody. It's a Friday night. It's like 25 of us into here. We're just kicking back, talking about a little bit of everything. And I like that. Yo, Ogo Alexandra is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, GQ comes in right behind. Yo, GQ, what's going on tonight? Got any more seeds coming off from those plants? Those ones you showed me the other day were absolutely gorgeous. If you can truly appreciate a seed, which I can. 65 for your ladies at the moment, Scotty, that are on the ice bath. Just catching up in the chat, guys. Fino, Dino. Visible Farms, Crumbawig. It's never ending. Oh, Tiff, you're going to be doing your first tomorrow? Oh, I'm sorry you haven't been feeling well. I can understand that. As I'm getting caught up in the chat, I wanted to let you guys know, in case you didn't, Token Tom, it is his birthday today. He is live right now the same time we are. If anybody didn't know and they want to run over there and tell him happy birthday, that would be some cool shit. You know, he is on his way to breaking 500. I don't know how many he's got right now, but he's close. And he could use the love, absolutely. Yo, Lisa. Lisa Pie, thank you for being here. I just saw you sneak in. Honestly, guys, I'm gonna keep up on the chat tonight. I think I just saw. I did see Frenchie come in. Yo, Frenchie, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a fat minute. Oh, we are 4 minutes away from the next rip, people. In case you need to roll up, load up, whatever you need to do. Get your, if you want to dab, get your dab rig tooled up. Yo, Danger Josie, thank you so much for being in here. There we are. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. I want to thank all you guys for being here, considering we've really only been up in reality since 10 o'clock. Jeeps. So, I wanted to talk about something. What's Santa Claus saying here? Santa Claus can't stay long. Checking in and giving a thumbs up. Maybe I'll be back if you can. Santa Claus, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate it. I know you're a busy person, and I appreciate your time and you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I am doing fantastic, Josie. Fantastic tonight. I went and wrote down a whole bunch of stuff that we can talk about if we want to. And yeah, it'll be pretty cool to see. Looking very forward to it. Yo, Robert's Place, how did you get in here? I just saw you sneak right in. I thought I saw your name before, but now I'm definitely seeing it. Cool. Glad you're here. So, we've had some discussions in the last couple of lives about my smoking cigarettes, and I have gotten down to about 10 a day now, which is pretty impressive from what I was at before. And New York State has a program that they send you a bunch of stuff for free in the mail, like lozenges and the patch and all that other stuff, which I haven't tried any of them yet, but at least it's there as an option while I'm working on cutting down. So, yo, look at everybody popping into here. Smokey, what's going on, brother? Hey, main dad, cheers, 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 and thank you for being here. I just saw Jimmy John come in. Look at you go, Jimmy John. How's your night going? GQ, you're going to have to send me a picture of the peyote kush, and then I'll be able to check it out. That'd be pretty sweet. Pretty sweet indeed. It's nice getting texts from people with awesome pictures in them of plants or seeds or glistening bud. Am I cutting back with anything else? I try to pause and think for a minute if I really need that cigarette and why do I need it? And it's usually for a dumb reason. So I just pause, and that pause has seemed to help me out some. It's a something. Oh, your girlfriend quit 2 days ago, Shy? Awesome. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yo, Vision, what's up? What is up? Thanks for tooling in. Thank you, GQ. Thank you very much. You went downstairs. He's probably taking a picture for you, said Lisa. That's funny. Yo, UK Medical is in the house. Yo, thank you for coming. I was going to tell you we had a live going on tonight. I didn't know. Didn't want to be pushy. I'm generally not pushy about anything when it comes to anything. So, thank you so much for being here. Everybody make sure you're subbing up to one another. Let me see here over on my other live so I can find you. There you are. I'm going to go ahead and get you modded up. When I do that, I have to give my standard moderator lecture because you weren't in here before. So now that you are a mod, this room is for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing is for sale or trade. Please don't spam the chat. Don't beg for money or anything along those lines. Welcome everybody into the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. You got wrenches, go over to their channels, check them out, sprinkle some love, sub up to them, drop a like, drop a comment. You're going to make their freaking day. People love comments. It also lets them know that you were there. They'll probably come back and do the same. If we have trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door. Please try not to engage. And most of all, if you're here, let's have fun. All righty, back to the chat on the side. I apologize for the inconvenience for that, for everybody who's heard me say it 65,000 times. Oh, go grown. I see that. I see you are here. Andrew's in the house. Make sure, everybody, you're taking the opportunity to hit each other's channels. Ogo Grown, he's got the Ogo Army. Andrew over there, he runs some 8-hour lives. They are killer. When I'm on in the mornings, I usually am seeing him. I don't know how many days a week you run, Andrew. Please let me know and or just shout it out on here. I'm good with that. Quitting is hard. You went back to cigarettes after pregnancy. No more cigarettes. You use a vape. My wife uses a vape. I just can't do it. I've tried. But the vapes just kill me. I mean, I've got, when it comes to, my only vape that I have is lemon octane that I rip on every now and then. But it's not nicotine. It's, THC. Yeah, teen, that happens. Mine have bounced all over the place, and I wait a couple of days before I get excited about a number about 10 lower than what I'm actually at. But they do just bounce all over the place. You agree? Where do you sign? Miss K, welcome. Sorry I'm behind a little bit in the chat. I am seeing you into here. And goodness, I am so glad you're here. I loved your video the other day that you posted. I feel so rotten that they age restricted it on you, but that was an absolutely awesome video. Trolls will get met with me saying, it's okay, your mom didn't love you. Nice, Scotty. Nice. You're going for 7 this week? Awesome, Andrew. Awesome. 12 days a week. I've thought of doing my morning ones more than just the 4 days, but I really want to just see how that sits with everybody. We do need to do a Sunday morning service, Andrew. The only issue is that on Sundays I run from 5:30 until 8, or probably 8:30 now because I've been staying on like an extra half hour. So if you wanted to try and figure out something for Sunday after that, like we could pop on at 9, we could do something like that. I'm game for that. Hey, Mary, I just saw you come in and I was thinking about you. You're on my list of events just because I do believe tomorrow is Saturday, correct, everybody? Yes, it is. You have a show at, or you're going to be live at 10 o'clock in the morning if I'm correct. You start at 8:30 and go till 10. We could do something like that. I can make sure I'm off in time and ready to go up. Teen said, any time of the day, doesn't matter. I'm always on. I feel like that too sometimes. Oh, they didn't restrict your latest post. Nice. Nice. Yep. How do they pronounce Fino Dino in the UK? I do not know. All right. So Mary said, yes, sir. I got it right. 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Perfect. If you get a chance, swing by. I know there's a lot of good stuff going on tomorrow. Everybody, did we miss the 10:15 rip because I was running my mouth? Could that have possibly happened? Oh my God, let me take a sip and then we need to rip, people. Absolutely. Big Dave, did I just see Big Dave? Is that what I heard or saw? Yes, there's Lone Star Big Dave. Yo, thank you so much for coming in. Greatly appreciated. Look at this. We got 37 people in here right now. Yo, everybody. On that note, let's take a rip. Let's go. No, you're not going out. Go lay down. It's not time. Trust me. Yo, I grow weed. What is going on? Woo. Shouldn't have taken that fourth rip, but you know what? It was worth it. We are just chilling out, smoking it up, having a grand old time. Grand old time. UK Medical. I need to go, Crumble. It's 3:20 and my daughter will be awake in 5 hours. Hey, thank you so much for coming in. I will catch up with you throughout the community. Super cool that we bumped into each other earlier and you came in to check us out. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, I forgot about that, Tiff. Tiff, happy anniversary. Absolutely. For anybody who didn't see that earlier, I caught it on a post and I forgot to say anything. Shame on Crumbleweed. 22 years. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. Congratulations. I mean, I can say I've been married for 35 years, just to 3 different people, if you add it all up. So I do have a trump card into there. No problem, Tiff. Somebody just snuck in here that I didn't say hello to. Joe G, what is going on? Larry Morales. How are you this fine day? Let me get you subbed up here. Give me 1 second. I got to pop over to my channel over here. Get you subbed up, and I'm going to read my moderator lecture very quick and very briefly for you. Please, everybody, tolerate me while I do this. Now that you're a mod, this room is for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel, nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the chat. Don't beg for money. Welcome everybody into the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Shout out to one another. Check out their channels. Like something that they have on there, drop a comment. They are going to see you were there. It's going to make their day, and they'll probably swing back by and do the same for you. If we have trolls, we are going to gently escort them to the door. Please try not to engage, and most of all, have fun. Oh, Blazing, you got to work tomorrow and get up early. Hey, I appreciate you swinging in. Super, super cool, and thank you. You have a good night's sleep. Trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody into here. Did move kind of fast there for a minute. Sign the document. Andrew, it is a great community, isn't it? Yo, 10. I had to put that in there. Weren't you in there? I had to, unfortunately, ban somebody from the channel. And it saddened me, but I didn't have a choice. Yo, Reese, what is up? I saw you earlier somewhere, and I didn't get to say hello because I was on my phone, and I have like big fat fingers, and it sucks for me to type shit on the phone. And I was in somebody's live, but I just wanted to say, hey, I saw you earlier, and thank you for being here. Yo, Sauce is in the house. Sauce, what's going on this glorious evening? Hey, Harry. Thanks for stopping in. Big Mo following in right behind Harry. Good to see you. Good to see you indeed. You're having a good night, Larry? That is perfect. Perfect. Another day in paradise, Sauce? That is awesome. Awesome indeed. So, I got a question for everybody. Or not a question. I was out in the community and I was watching some reviews that people do. And I caught a review by Sean 420 Pro, which I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with him. So I'm watching this video, and he has this discussion in the beginning of it about honesty in reviews. And I sat there and I thought about it. And the point that he was making is when everybody's out there reviewing products, I think I hear most everybody say everything is fire. And I don't think everything out there can be fire. Every bong's not fire. Every freaking dab rig isn't fire. Every Puffco isn't fire. Every weed strain isn't fire. You know, and I notice that that's like the common denominator in the reviews. I'd like somebody out there to say, you know what? This one strain from this company smokes like a mid. You know, so, I mean, you might hurt the company's feelings, but shit, if I owned a company, I would want actual legitimate reviews. I don't know what anybody else thinks about that. That's just my little rant for the moment, but I appreciate Sean putting it out there and asking people to step up their game a little bit. So cheers to Sean and for stepping out and saying that. Making sure I haven't missed anything. Sometimes when I'm rambling my mouth, I don't bother to look at what's going on in the chat. GQ said California gold farms getting packs seized out of Florida? Really? Andrew says legitimate reviews might actually help for what it's worth. It'll help because why are we selling shit to each other? We are fucking better than that. I mean, really. It's why we grow our own. And I'll be the first one to step up and say, I like a lot of what I have that I grew this year, but I know I have at least a couple plants that are going to be mids. They just are. I pulled them too soon because of the weather, and that's the reality of things. But at least I can own that. I would say to somebody, this is fucking mid-weed. That's it. Have a nice day. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, I'll turn it into a concentrate or something. But I don't know. I'm a little bit high, so I don't know. It was one of my rants for the evening. All right, UK. Peace out. Good night. Hopefully we will see you again. We are rolling up on 10:30, people. Oh, we got Joe G in the house and back. We're going to get him up here on stage. Yo,
hey,
Joe.
What's going on, man?
How are you doing?
We got the tree frogs out here, man. So they got to be louder than me because people are sleeping. But I wanted to take a rip if I can, my man.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. What are you smoking on, Joe?
Well, this is that AK-47 that I got from THCA King for sure.
Nice.
I just
Nice.
ground it up. I just put it in this mill right here. Shout out to
Perfect.
420 Pro. Yeah, Sean 420 Pro keeping it real with his reviews. That was great, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. 1 second, Joe. Uncle Paulie, dude, thank you for being here. I have an email half written to you. I have questions. You will answer them. It's going to be awesome. Thank you so much. Hey, Sean 420 Pro, thank you for being here. We're going to take a rip with Joe. If everybody's ready, it's officially 10:30.
Hey, let me ask you one thing, Crumbleweed. Did
Sure.
I actually get your right email or was I wrong? I have a vacuum pipe, I like to call it, but a gravity bong here. But
Yep.
did I get your correct email?
I didn't check if you sent something recently, so it must have been the old email that you sent it to.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm ready when you are.
All righty, let's go, people.
I got to get it in there first, but I'm catching up.
I see that. You'll get it. Nice. Nice. A rip is always good, man.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I cleaned this nice and fresh today. I got
I
real
know.
high on my panel. It was a challenge a little bit, and then I had to cook dinner, and I did more just to explain to my son why it was a challenge. I was like, "Look, watch me hit this."
Yeah.
There we go. Cheers, man.
All righty. Cheers, Joe.
So how's it been going, man?
It's going good. It's going real well. Excuse me. Yeah.
So you're not dealing with any more of this rain or any of this. Everything's plucked,
Oh
right?
no, we're getting rain every day here.
No, I mean with the girls. I mean they're all plucked, right? They're out of that game right now.
I have one plant that is still outside. It is my scrogged plant. I've left it out there because it's 7 feet by 4 feet, laying flat,
Woo!
and I don't have anywhere to put it right now. So I decided, since it made me mad and pissed me off, I was going to leave it out there as long as I possibly can.
Amazing, amazing. Let
Why
nature
not?
take its course.
It's easier to manage that one plant than it was with all 12 out there.
Yeah, you got to shake them.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well,
Yep.
thanks for letting me up, man. I mean, I got nothing to show about growing, but I'm always smoking.
Absolutely. And you're always supporting the community. So thank you, Joe.
All right, man. See you soon.
All righty.
All right, bye.
Bye. All righty. That was nice. Yo, the next grow is here. Thank you for being here. This is holy smoked beef. We got freaking 42 people in the room. Thank you so much, everybody. All right, Miss K, you taking off. We will see you later. I appreciate you being here and hanging out with us. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Shy, what do you got going on in the garden, if I may ask? Upstate Grows is in the house and says dabs up. I would, but this is what's going to happen. In Crumblewigg's amazing house on Sunday, well, I believe tomorrow, some of my children are coming over and we're going to be doing some trimming. And Sunday, I'm actually going to press some stuff Sunday afternoon. If we trim early enough, I'll do it Saturday night. That way I'll have something pressed for Sunday morning when I go live. Because as you people know, I absolutely refuse to pay $54 again for a gram of concentrate. Canadian Outdoor Strain said, I have not seen Levels today. Is he okay? I don't know. Was he sick? Yesterday was Thursday. I saw him yesterday. Hey, guess what? We got Shy coming up. Shy.
Crumblewick, what's going on, dude?
Oh, glad you came up. I asked what was going on, and there you appear.
I got to. If you're wondering, I got to come up and show.
Yes.
We flip this fan or this thing around. They need to be watered.
It's a good thing we got you in there.
Right. There we go.
I think your assessment was correct. They are a
Yeah.
little droopy.
Yeah. A little bit.
They're good.
Just that back one. Just that back
Yeah.
one, really.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
why is
But
the screen like that? Hold on.
I'm
The
gonna
screen
pop you
looks.
up. Hold
Is
on
it
a
full
sec.
screen?
Let me pop you up to full screen. I think it. God damn it.
It looks
Hold
like
on.
my screen's messed up.
There we are. Now I have it on full screen here, but
There we
yeah.
go.
Okay.
I think I fixed it, right?
Yeah, we're good. We can see you well on the screen.
Okay. So
Those are
yeah,
beautiful,
they
though.
they just need some water.
Nice. Now, are
And then
those
those.
all photos, or do you have a mix in there?
Yes, that was supposed to be a photo,
That's
but it
right.
was.
That's the one
Yeah.
you were talking about the other day.
Yep.
Huh.
Oh damn! I'm really gonna have to get in here and water as soon as I get done. And then see, I don't even mess with them. I do a little bit of training and then I leave them alone, let them grow.
Yep. Yep.
These are all my
Those are
42
bigger than
fat bud strains.
those are bigger than when we saw them last.
Right. They blew up. I got to get them in bigger pots and get them moved over.
Sure.
And then I'm about to be harvesting soon. Here, babe. You want this blunt?
Nice.
There's the goods.
Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that
They're all,
purple into there.
yeah, they're all fading out. This is my, oh man, this is the one of the plants that I told you I'm breeding with. This is the black cherry lemonade. I'm crossing
Okay.
it to, I'm crossing it to lemon splash.
Oh, that's going to be crazy good.
So good. Like the purple in this, like there's a little purple in this, but nothing like that lemon splash. It's gonna blow up. I'm thinking about breeding with that. That's the Skywalker OG.
That would be good.
I got to smoke that for the first time. I already grew it once.
Did you?
Yeah. Like pretty much everything in here, I'm not cloning again. I'm gonna be keeping my regulars like my lemon splash, but I'm not doing blueberry muffin or the moon fog again. That back there is blueberry muffin back right there. That's the blueberry muffin.
Okay.
And then that's the moon fog. They're good, but it's just not something I got more seeds of these, so if I want to, I can grow them later
You
down the
can always
road.
pop
But
them again. Yeah. No,
yeah,
nice. How much longer you figure on those?
um, probably. I think a couple are going to be done sooner than of the other ones, but I'd probably say they will all probably be down in like 2-3 weeks, if that,
Okay. That's
maybe
not
even
too bad.
less. I just messed up my zipper. There we go.
Nice.
And then I got my babies being born over here.
Oh, that's beautiful. A proud daddy and his babies.
She's nice and full.
Look at that. That's awesome. Awesome.
Everywhere. Some of these already got pollen on top.
I see that.
And the only thing I'm doing is just letting the fan blow it all around.
See, I've seen so many people do such different things. Somebody dropped a video the other day that was like them perfectly poofing a pollen sac on top of a plant, and it was just amazing.
Yeah. I figured that's how it's done in the outdoors. The wind just takes that pollen and then boom.
Right, right.
So I figured, just put a fan on it, and it'll all blow it around.
Yep. Cool. cool indeed. Well,
So
you
yeah.
want to take a rip while you're up here?
Oh yeah, I've been smoking.
Oh, I know. Now let's take an early rip while we got you up here, and then I'm going to get back to the chat. All righty.
Yeah, for sure.
All righty, let's rip, everybody. I know we're a few minutes early, but that's quite all right. And I apologize for people I've missed in the chat, but I promise we'll catch up. Here we go, everybody. Cheers.
Crumbawig, it's been awesome. Thanks for letting me come up and show my grow. Appreciate you.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for coming up.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'll see you down in chat.
All righty.
All right.
Bye. Yo, Lit Wick, I saw you come in. As you know, if I'm seeing Lit Wick, that means I'm behind in the chat by a good couple of minutes. Levels is good. You just saw him in Discord chat. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. From the first angle, you thought I had Remo on this live? Nice. UK Medical, you need to go to sleep. But you're watching in a good way? That is perfect. Perfect, perfect. I know. Shy's got a good grow going on. Absolutely. Oh, GQ, you've got beans and pollen going to Shy? That is freaking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Dave Zoom, you found a seed bank that carries dank pot per comments? Huh, not familiar. Why would anybody be, Fino Dino wants to know, why would anybody be on a Discord chat on Friday night when Crumblewig 420 is hosting the Fool Levels to swing through? Oh, okay, Dave. GMO cross with GG4 from Root Cellars, your outdoor plant seed? Okay. Nice. Your neighbors hate you. That happens. That happens indeed. Oh, I bet it is, Dave. I bet it is indeed. He's talking about a GMO crossed with Chem 91/87 hash plant, which does sound pretty tasty, I must say. Q-tip for singular branches. I was thinking about doing it, and I've had some discussions with some people, and they're like, if you can't commit to it, don't kind of make douchebag seeds. And I understood that. That's how they simplified it for me. So I got that, and it made good sense to me. Oh, Larry, you taking off? Sorry, I apologize. I missed you. If you're out of here already, you have yourself a fantastic night. Thanks for stopping in. Token Tom, I sent people over to wish you happy birthday, but now you're here, everybody. Token Tom is in here. Happy birthday, Token Tom. Super good to see you. See, I was a little bit behind in the chat, and now that I'm caught up, Token Tom rolls in. That is awesome. GQ says, if you grow it, well, you get what you advertise. True, true. I just, I realized that I would need two things that I definitely wanted to work with. So if I do anything, if I get a male plant, I think I'm going to take the pollen and at least freeze it so I can say I did that. And then maybe use it down the road or something if the plants that it came from turn out well, which I think is a legitimate thing to do. I know, Tom, it's great, isn't it? It's just great being in the community and having everybody around us, I think. I think it's freaking awesome. I know. Congratulations to Fino Dino. Fino Dino has legit sponsoring for the next few Godot. That is absolutely cool. That is cool. We will definitely be following along on that. Are you going to bring the Rainbow Melon up to press? Cool, GQ. Oh, it's Fast Buds? Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'll be pressing on Sunday, which I'm pretty excited about. I just glanced up. We got 3080 in here still hanging out with us. Think that's pretty darn awesome. Do a little housekeeping here while we're chatting and swap out bowls so I can have a nice fresh one for the next time we rip. I grow weed. What's going on in your world these fine days? Oh, Shy, you posted your code in your short? Nice. Nice indeed. That is awesome. Haha, Reese, you're still here. Thank you again for coming. Super appreciated. So let's go over to my list of things that were on here. Hey, you know what's on here that I can cross off now? And that was shouting out happy birthday to Token Tom. He can come off from here. Mary's Grow and Grind can come off from here. I saw Jimmy John. So, hey, you know who I want to give a shout out to for anybody who hasn't had a chance to swing by his channel is the Weed Wizard, a.k.a. Maine. Man, he's got a lot of great stuff over on his channel. And he's a wealth of knowledge. If you get a chance or you're just curious, swing over there. And he's growing some monster plants too. Everything he grows is indoors now. And it's really he's just a great guy and he's got some great stuff going on over there. So make sure you swing by. Yo, Chiefin, what is going on? Thank you for coming in. I appreciate the Bruce sentiments. The Mrs. Wiggs said she doesn't see it, but I told her she didn't have to. I consider it a privilege to have that compliment from you. Oh, nice, Blacken. Not disappointed in my outdoor berry blast. The first bowl blasted me. Nice. That's what you need to have there. Absolutely. Yes, thank you everybody who's hit the like button. I can't see it on StreamYards and it doesn't show up on my side of YouTube over here, so I appreciate y'all. Did I just see Grab It come in? Grab It, what's going on, dude? Thank you for swinging by. I've seen you hanging around out in the community today. I've seen a lot of you out there. It's pretty freaking great. You know how engaged we are in not only the community, but sometimes it's interesting the channels that I see people gravitate to that you wouldn't think is in their wheelhouse. Not that because I think all of us sometimes have this preconceived notion of how everybody thinks and looks at things, especially as a stoner. I know I do. It's just I don't know. It's like the first thought I always have is a high thought. You know, whether there's any truth to that or not, it is what it is for me. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. It is creeping up on 11, but, you know, we've been smoking on the off minute, so we're probably going to go at 10 of if everybody's all right with that. Yo, Sunshine Daydreams is in the room. That would be my sister for anybody who wants to say hello. SS Daydreams, glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. So that's my sister, and I sent her this text earlier. And it was basically a public service announcement with a whole bunch of beeps saying that Crumbawig 420 was going live at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time because she's down in Alabama. And at the end of it, I said, and if this was a real emergency, you'd be shit out of luck or dead. So that was my contribution to her tonight. All righty, UK Medical, close those eyes, get some rest. Yeah, fresh repack at 11, but you know, I got a fresh repack here right now, so I guess we could rip now and then see what's going on at 11. I think that's an absolutely great idea. If you guys are down for it, I am down for it. So I say here we go, people. It's 10:51. Let's rip, and let's rip this one for the community. And how grateful we all are for having one another here that we can chill out with. So I say cheers to that, everybody. Yo, did I see Anti-War Hero come in? Yes, Anti-War Hero, how goes it? Thank you so much for being here this evening. Moon's Garden's back in the house. And I see Danger Josie's still here. Chiefin, you scooped up a pumpkin. All right. Did you make a pumpkin, I don't know, a pumpkin bong, a pumpkin, some shit like that, where you're smoking out of a pumpkin now? Did you do that shit yet? Or is that old news? Did you do that last year and I missed it? Scotty 420 back rolling around, and I see Sean 420 right behind him. Yo, Anti-War Hero, we are having an absolutely awesome day here. Thank you for coming in and joining our little group into here. Wow, we got 46 people in here. Thank you all for everybody, whether you're in the chat talking, whether you're, I don't know, eating your dinner, riding along with us, you got us at work, or you're just hanging out, having a good old time. I appreciate all of you. I really do. Somebody made mention earlier, I think it was Token Tom on his live, about my slaps, and yes, I do have them. If anybody's interested, my email is crumbawig420@yahoo.com. If you send or if you send your address there, because I am not a mind reader, and because a lot of people did that. They just sent me an email that said I want slaps, and I had to email them back and be like, that's fucking nice, but where do you want me to send them to? So yeah, just shoot me your address and I will ship out slaps until I run out. I ordered 250 of them, so we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. All right, that's the end of that publisher. Scotty 420, I know. You know what I was thinking about? Because I was planning to send you more than just a couple of slaps, which is fine. But I was thinking about it. And then when I saw you type that earlier, I just got laughing really hard. Yeah, you did, Blackened. I got it. I know Scotty rolls it. Yeah, but you know what? You've seen Scotty's grow and Scotty's setup. Man, it's fucking killer. It is killer. I mean, he's got so much going on in there. And how he does everything he does and stays on top of it. As I've determined, Scotty is some form of alien. We do all know that. But, yes, in case you didn't know. Slaps as in stickers, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yo, next crow, what did you learn for a hack? Yo, Carl, dude. Thank you for being here. So appreciated. Yeah, next crow, share that hack with us. Hold on 1 second. I gotta let the dog out. I paused the chat on my computer. Come on, buddy. Come on. No, we're not gonna play that game. No, that's called, he doesn't want to go outside. He wants to play. So, all righty. Let me move up into here. Do. How did I get those made? If you wait after I can, or hold on a second. It's got to be in the box, the company. I forgot it already. The name of the company is MakeStickers.com, which I'll probably get this blown off the air for, because I don't think you're supposed to say that or type it or some shit like that. So, Raymond, what is going on, brother? Thank you so much for being here. Apologize, I'm about a minute behind in the chat right now because I was running my mouth about something. Yeah, they are pretty cool stickers, Michael. It took me so long to find a company that could do what I wanted to do with my avatar, because it was square and nobody wanted to fuck around with it, but they did a nice job with it. You tear the corner of the soil bag before you pay and get half off. God damn, that is a great, great idea. Not that we would want to run there and rip holes in bags, but hey, getting a 50% off or something like that, that's quite a bargain. Oh, nice, Moon. You're getting ready to punch in, and you are going to keep the live going. Thank you so much. That is greatly appreciated. Lobo, listening in. Thank you. Thank you so much. I like that when you guys let me know that you're out there, because I try to make it a point to acknowledge those that I know have listened along or are listening along while they're working. I know pretty much in the mornings when I'm on OG Plant Janitor, messages in the morning, it's like, yep, I'm on my way to work or I'm at work listening along, and we'll chime in every now and then. So it's pretty cool. It's like you don't think you're really filling a spot in somebody's day until you see comments or somebody messages you and says, I just finished listening to your live. And I'm like, the whole thing? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, God damn, I don't even know if I could listen to myself talk again for 3 hours or 3.5 hours or whatever I ramble for. Yo, big movie, what is going on? So good to see you here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Oh, what are you doing? Stopping by to support. Oh, you're on a walk sitting next to the river for some space. All right, brother, you chill. Chill there, and thank you. Thank you so much. I do know that, Big. I do know that indeed. I want to see about getting a banner, if anybody can point me in a direction for that. If you got someplace, shoot me an email on it. I would love to see about getting something that I could throw up on this behind me or something. Yo, Neil's Network's here. Thank you very much for stopping in and hanging out with us for a bit. We're rolling up on 11 o'clock, and we're probably going to rip again because we've had more people come in and out of here, and I do not want to have anybody say I stayed for 10 or 15 minutes and Crumbawig didn't rip. That would probably make me feel sad. So I like to try and accommodate everybody. I know down the road I am going to be firing up that joint. Probably about 11:30, I think. I'll give that a rip. Scotty's banner was $20 for a 4x4. Are you shitting me, Scotty? That was it? Well, that's a freaking good deal. That's a really good deal. Gotprints.com. Let me write that down real quick here. Thank you, Scotty. Hey, Tere's here. Good evening, and thanks for swinging in. Cumulus is in the house. Cumulus, what is going on this fine evening with you? You came in at 11 o'clock. If you're here at 11 o'clock, you are here for a reason. We are going to get back on track with 11 o'clock. Here we go. 11 o'clock. Cheers, everybody. Hey, Shy, thank you very much. Super appreciated. Shy said he hopes everybody in the chat and the live have a great weekend. So, absolutely. Absolutely, indeed. We hope the same for you. Hope the same for you. So, this is a grower's question, if you guys can help me with it. So, I spend a lot of time on YouTube. Hey, EE, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. All right, I'm going to try to slide back to my question real quick. Spend a lot of time on YouTube going to a lot of different channels. A big hot topic on here as of late is powdery mildew and bud rot. Let me just say hi to Dr. Space Monkey. Yo, what's up, man? Thank you for being here. And prevention of it. Now, I understand the utilization of outdoors, hoping that you have good airflow. But I came across a page where a gentleman had 6 plants in the ground outdoors. It might have been 8 plants, and they were sizable, but nothing bigger than what I had outdoors, so they weren't that sizable. And because of his concern for the powdery mildew and bud rot, he had 2 fans outdoors, like the ones about this big that you get from Harbor Freight or Lowe's, and he had those on high running on his plants and explaining to everybody that that was the best way to take care of this. Now, Crumbawig isn't an imbecile, but I can't suspect that's going to be good for the plant when he's doing this 24/7. I mean, can't plants get windburn, or am I an idiot? I don't think it'd be good for them. I look at what the wind did to my plants outside. It bent them severely. So, I don't know. It's just a question out there what anybody thinks if they've ever happened across somebody using something at such an excessive rate, to try and prevent something that, I don't know. Do we have a proven way that we can really, really prevent it? See, you guys agree. It is a, Danger Joe's, are you leaving? All righty, see you later. I apologize for not catching that sooner. Yeah, okay. See, that's what I thought. Yeah, I see Michael saying he's got plants all over. Are you running the big industrial fans, though? Do you have 5 industrial fans on high blowing on your plants? And if you do, and it's successful, more power to you. I just, in looking at this grow, it caught me off guard. Drip irrigation and spray IPM before flowering. That's true. There's a lot of different stuff out there. I mean, I know that there is a big debate out there as to what is best to potentially spray your plants with if you are looking to prevent, i.e., or eradicate your plant of powdery mildew. And believe it or not, because I was reading about it today because there were two people pissing about it, and that was that the potassium bicarb is actually better for the plant than using the peroxide, because the peroxide stands a higher chance of remaining on the plant, as well as the strength of it is often too much for the plant. That's what this scientific study said. And it wasn't just one, there was a few of them. So, I don't know. I used potassium bicarb on mine, and that was all preventative. Didn't end up with it. But then again, remember everybody, Crumbawig pulled his shit early this year. So, Michael says 23 fans out there right now. Holy shit. God damn. I'm going to have to get over there and check your shit out, Michael. I apologize that I haven't. Give me 1 second here. All righty. There, see, now you're on my wall of channels for people that I go check out after I finish live. That's a beautiful thing. Speaking of beautiful things, thank you, everybody. We have 46 people in here right now as we are hanging out, smoking it up, talking about a little of this and that. Do. Yeah, I've seen people who bud wash. Yes, absolutely, using peroxide. I watched somebody bud wash the other day, and just tell me what sense this may or may not make. They went water, 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 peroxide. Do you not do a rinse after the peroxide? Or again, am I wrong? I've seen more people do peroxide than a rinse than doing the peroxide last. I was waiting to see if anybody wanted to pounce on that. That's what I thought, Andrew. Again, there are things that I don't do. Right, growing old. Yeah, I was just thinking about the fact of we're trying not to put something on our plants as it is, and then we turn around and we're going to do that and not rinse it off. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Hey, what do we got here? Crumble's sister is headed to bed. Enjoy your evening, everybody. Talk to you in the morning, Crumble brother. With a heart from my sister. Thank you, sister. You have a glorious evening. And yes, I will talk to you tomorrow. Peroxide in the second tub. Xeritol. Okay, rinse in the third tub. You got to remember, though, Sauce, there's a lot of people out there who choose to do silly things and assume that a higher percentage peroxide is better. And then they burn the shit out of their plants, and they're going to blame somebody who said just to use peroxide, not sharing that component with them of what percentage you really want to have. It's the same thing with the iso alcohol. You know, you can get whatever they sell in the stores which is usually cheap in the dollar store, or you can go buy the 99.1 ISO, which behaves differently than the regular ISO. So, I don't know. It's just a thing. I mean, each their own on it and what they want to use. Oh, Moons, we believe you are ignoring us. No, I'm only kidding. Oh, you work overnights at 7-Eleven? Friday night, I bet you are getting your ass beat a little bit. I bet you are. Mrs. Wig works at a Stewart's, which is a convenience store up here. And she'll be rolling in about 1:45 probably. I think she finishes at 12:30. So yeah. But all right, I didn't mean to bring up a big debate with peroxide and whatnot. I was just asking. I mean, my biggest question was, wouldn't you rinse peroxide off after you had it on there? Yes or no? That was what we were looking for. And everybody pretty much in agreement said, yes, rinse the shit off. So, all right. Again, I like to fact check with the community. I think we've got a awesome variety of people from all walks of life in our community and especially in our lives. And, it's just a wealth of knowledge. So it's good to see it from all different sides. Cumulus said my dollar store started selling 99 ISO. It's half price everywhere else. I couldn't believe it. I hope you scooped some up. I used to buy grunge off for all my glass, but that 99 ISO, I can fill everything up and it takes like 20 minutes and it's done. That is true, Andrew. I agree, Reese. Having a freaking slushy machine or a Slurpee machine would be great. But check this shit out. You guys will all appreciate it. 1 second. Yo, Seymour, thank you so much for being here and coming in. Hope you're doing well this evening. So, we have an urgent care here. Those little kickoff hospital things. Mrs. Wig had to go there about 2 months ago for her drug test for her new job. She comes out and she tells me they had a fucking slushy machine in the lobby. I said to her, where's the slushy? She's like, I didn't get one. I was like, can you just go in and help yourself to one? She's like, I wouldn't attempt it. But I was like, what the hell? It's a freaking urgent care. And they have a damn slushy machine in the middle of it. The hell? Interesting. We're about 2 minutes out from 11:15, everybody. Should anybody be interested in ripping at that point in time? I know we have 36 people floating around in here, which is a lot of smoke when you really get down to it. Absolutely. Yeah, Michael does have a nice garden over there. Absolutely. I haven't looked at all of it, but I've got it open on page behind my main screen right now. So yes, absolutely. Shout out to him. Scotty, how's the working world going? You guys busy as shit on this Friday night? I know Mrs. Wig said it's been non-stop. She had like a 20-minute break and she was like, if I didn't take it now, I wasn't going to get one. I know it does look fire, doesn't it, team? Absolutely it does. Give me a second here. Let me cross a couple of things off from my list here. Got Scotty's out of the way. Don't have to talk about that. Oh. Yeah, it's busy as shit, Scotty. I figured it was. Figured it was indeed. Friday night, college is back. Sports, you name it, all that stuff going on. Sports, concerts, hockey's back on. That's an exciting thing. It's all preseason shit, but at least it's there for anybody who enjoys it. Yes, we are always Scotty in spirit as he trudges through his night so that he can get home to his ladies who will be missing him greatly, guaranteed. The good daddy to all of them that he is. until he forgets and ignores them and doesn't water them and overstresses them and forgets to feed them. But I'll tell you, if you're a genetics breeder and you want somebody to put your seeds through the ringer, give them to Scotty. He'll do it. And then at the end of it, he's going to pull magic out of his ass, and there's going to be these freaking gorgeous plants that he's just beat the shit out of, which lets the breeder know they can either handle it or they couldn't. So there's a lot to be said for that, in my opinion. And I know we got a lot of great people out there that do this. Okay, I Grow Weed is asking, if you transplant them at night, lights out, does it stress them less because technically they are sleeping? Yo, Bernie, I think I missed you before when you came in, and I'm so sorry if I did. I apologize. Moon said right next to college, these kids are crazy tonight, I bet. Ah, Rabbit got caught outside by the Mormons. Nice. Okay, in answer to that question, Sauce said, if they're rooted heavy, it may. Absolutely, Bernie. Absolutely. I'm having a great night. You know, in the beginning of the lives, I always get lost in the chat for about 7 minutes because I'm trying to catch up with everybody, you know, and I appreciate you guys being patient with me for that. Hey, Keystone Cultivators is in the house. Check that out. Nice. Keystone, how are you tonight? Hopefully doing well. We are chilling here, having a good time. We did just miss the 11:15 rip, but I think we can rectify that, and we can rectify that rather quickly. That is, if Crumbleweed can grab another bowl out, which he did successfully. Yo, Andrew, I still see you there. Fino Dino, just getting back, was bouncing around, catching up on subs. I know it, isn't it freaking great to just go through the community and sub up to people or just stop by their freaking channels. And I swear to God, I don't know what mental telepathy shit Scotty's pulling, but there are so many channels that I will go into and I'm either right behind him or I've already posted there and went back again and he's posted right afterwards, and it's cool because we're getting to all of these new content creators and we're encouraging them to continue on and to help grow our community. So, yo, big movie. I'm back, Crumbleweed. I'm going to stay out for a walk. Nice. Ooh, you saw Thunder and Lightning Storm? Nice. I love thunder and lightning storms. Unless I got a fucking outdoor grow going. Then not so much. Yes, I do know you shared this out earlier. Thank you so much, big movie. Thank you. Transplants can be good stress, especially when needed. That is true, Harry, as well. That is true. That is true. That is true. For anybody who, again, I'm a big proponent for going to people's pages. Go to, you know, I can't even tell you how many people's pages I'm subbed to. I would venture to guess that it's like 10 to 1 or 20 to 1. For every 20 people I've subbed up to, I probably have one person back to me. I would venture to guess that if I had to see how many people I'm subbed up to. But I go to a lot of these people's channels, and the shit is freaking phenomenal that they're doing and growing. And they're not out there to be braggarts and to be like, I'm the next, you know, this is my fucking flex. They're us. And it's freaking great. It is absolutely freaking great. So that's the end of my rant on that. Sorry. Smokey the Bear. What is going on? Appreciate you coming in. Let's go ahead and give me a second here. I'd like to get you modded up. I'm going to mod you up. And then, of course, as everybody knows, Crumbawig's got to give his quick standard moderator little lecture here. So here we go, Smokey. Now that you're a moderator, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing here for sale or trade. Please don't spam the shit out of the chat. Also, please don't beg for money. That's not a good look. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable and let them know what a great community that we are here. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. When you get over there, sprinkle some love. Watch a video, drop a like, leave them a comment. That comment's going to make their day. And also, it lets them know you were there. They'll come back to your channel and hopefully do the same. If we have trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door. Please try not to engage. And most of all, if you're here, let's have fun. I noticed a couple of people sneak into the room here. Mina, what's going on? Thank you so much for coming in. I see Stoned After Dark here. I don't think I caught up with you earlier. Thank you so much. I've seen you kicking around today a lot, though, so that's always awesome to bump into people throughout the day. Nothing but good vibes. That's how you do it, Smokey. Perfect. You're going to fit right in here. And thank you for coming. Absolutely. I was talking about us doing a rip. Let me take a sip and we're going to get this rip out of the way. Definitely need the hydration on board tonight. This is nice. We're coming up on 11:30. It's 11:22 right now. There's 44 people in here. That is freaking amazing. Thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and rip on this. All righty, people, let's go. Cheers, Seymour. Cheers, everybody. Nice. Nice indeed. Yo, Enchanted Grow Culture. How are you doing today? I'm going to go ahead and get you modded up into here. Going to take a pause for a moment before I read my moderator lecture again, because I've got somebody coming up on stage, so we'll pause on that for a second. While I'm bringing Sauce up, if anybody want to share with the Enchanted Grow the lecture or rules of the live, that would be awesome. Thank you, everybody, and here comes Sauce.
All right, Crumble, what's going on? Good evening, top of the evening to you.
Yes, yes. Let me get you up here on the screen.
1 second, yeah.
There we go.
Little seal on the door that was holding me from getting in, but
oh, you froze up.
3%.
There we go.
I've never experienced 3% peroxide burning my plants, and when I'm that far into that phase, I'm like, dude, this is something I use on myself.
Right.
I don't see any staining of the leaves. Maybe those guys are using a higher dosage, but that stuff just pretty much evaporates off. And there's been times where, like, I've bunched my plants together so much I've just sprayed the whole plant, and basically it just kills off all the mold, and then you shake it off, and
Right.
you're good. But
I'm
yeah,
I'm not disputing the fact of using it. I thought it was interesting what the study said.
Yeah.
Which I mean, I know things can be manipulated to say whatever, but I guess it was letting people know both are viable options.
Yeah. I haven't tried anything else, but I really don't like spraying my foliage or anything.
Sure.
Like I'm a fan of levels, and levels like constantly like, dude, you don't spray your buds, and I'm like, dude, I try not to let anything get on my butt.
There's a lot of people that really go heavy at times with the neem oil and the Dr. Zymes, which I'm not saying they don't have a purpose. They do, and they work well for people. It's just
Yeah.
nothing that I want to ingest.
Yeah, totally. But I mean, dude, I'm in an environment where I fight so hard to keep these things dry. And it's like, dude, unless I'm making some bubble hash or something, man, that's the only time these girls should ever see some water,
Right,
So,
right.
and that's just what it is. But I mean, I respect what they're saying. For a long time, I was like, yeah, but I guess, if you're in those grow conditions where you're getting hit by bugs and, various things, man, you might want to throw a little something on them. But yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So, but totally respectable, man. I was going to try to wait to show this grow until it was completely finished, man. I debated. I was like, ah, man, make a video, but I'm like, man, just wait till they're done. Yeah,
Yeah, you don't have
yeah.
much longer.
Nah, not too much longer, man. They're getting there. This is an elbow right here. This is probably the biggest color that I have out here,
Nice,
and
nice.
this one behind me is the biggest plant that I have. I can't even really stand back to give you a view of it, man. That's my Christmas tree right there. So yeah,
Right,
yeah, but
nice.
definitely, man. Thank you for having me on, and I'll be
Ain't no
back
problem.
in the room, and yeah, dude, happy growth, man. Hope everybody's staying blessed.
All righty, thanks for coming up. Indeed, I'll catch you back down in the chat.
Thank you, brother. Bye.
All righty, bye. All righty, that was pretty awesome. So I saw Neil's network. You asked the question, why spray if you don't have to? I will answer that question for you last year. Last year, I ended up having an issue at the very end of my harvest with powdery mildew and bud rot. As soon as I found the bud rot, we pulled all the plants. It was only on literally one bud, but we pulled them all then. What had happened was I lost probably half of what I grew last year to powdery mildew. So this year I sprayed preventively for it, like a foliar spray up until, I used potassium chloride. Is that what the hell I said I used? Well, it doesn't matter. But you could spray that all the way up until right before harvest. So, or potassium bicarb. That's what it was. Sorry. I am a little high right now, but that was why I did that. I was the guilty one who sprayed ahead of time. Hey, Tiff is back. Nice indeed. We are rolling up on 11:30 people, just in case you didn't know that. Yeah, I'm talking outdoor. No. Indoors, I've never had no, I'm not going to lie. I told the story before where I brought somebody's grow into my grow, and that was a fucking nightmare. I had to scrub the whole room with an ozone machine because I bought one because they said that was the best way to eradicate the room. I had to take all my equipment and everything, shove it in the fucking tent, and run this thing while nobody was in the house, including the dogs, for like 4 fucking hours. But took care of everything. Yo, Robert and Sea Dogs, what's going on? What is going on, Sea Dogs? Nice to see you in here. Robert. We are all chilling out here, having a grand old time. Hey, I am subscribed to you. I thought I was. Let me go ahead and get up here and get you modded up. And I'm going to catch up in the chat, and then I will speak my little moderator speak real quick, though I apologize. And by the way, guys, super thankful for how you guys explained all the, I don't know, my silly rules for our lives that we have here together. Just super great. I appreciate it. Junkyard grows. Did I miss you sneak into here? Probably. Do you know why? Because Crumbawig is high. That kind of rhymed, which was pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. So, while we're chilling here and you guys are chatting and there's 40 of you kicking around, let me read this real quick. just so that everybody's got it. This is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the shit out of the chat. Don't beg for money. It's not a good look. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great, great community we are. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. When you're over there, sprinkle some love. Once you've subbed up to them, watch a video. Kick back, enjoy it, drop a like, leave them a comment. People love comments, just like what you guys are doing now, subbing up to one another. Awesome, awesome thing to do. Awesome. If we have trolls, we're going to nicely escort them to the door. Please try not to engage. And if you're here, let's have a hell of a lot of fun if we can. All righty. Look at that. I chased people out of the room by giving my lecture again. That is okay. That is okay. How's it going, Moons? Are you surviving over there? I like it that you're able to get near your phone every now and then, so you're communicating with us, letting us know that you are still chilling right along. Cumulus, I did not know that. Cumulus said Bob Marley's favorite strain was lamb's breath. Lamb's breath, I say. Huh. I have not heard of that strain before. I hope it is quite delicious. Yeah, we're here for the night. We'll be here for a while. Definitely. It's only 11:30. We're looking at least another hour and a half that we'll be hanging out here. Once again, depends. Depends on a number of different things. But definitely till at least 1 o'clock. Lamb's breath is fire, says grab it. Nice. Nice indeed. Yep, I have not had it before. Now, is anybody growing that right now, or is this just something that you've had in the past for the lamb's breath? I'm just curious if anybody's got it kicking around out there. I know if Cavs was in here, he'd tell me. He'd be like, it's such and such, whatever and whatever. And oh, Purple Mindset is crossed with it, Scotty. Okay. Lamb's blood, also known as lamb's breath, is a sativa dominant strain that is believed to have originated in Jamaica. This strain is often associated with the legendary reggae artist Bob Marley. Cool, man. Cumulus, thank you for that information. Nice. See, again. And what's cool is we just learned something about a strain. We didn't keep it to ourselves. I read it out for everybody, so that's cool. Sharing the knowledge, sharing all of that, I absolutely love. That's right, Robert. If it's good enough for Bob, it's good enough for me. That is correct. So I do have the link pinned in the live. Should anybody want to come up? You want to come up and rip with me? You want to come up and show your grow? You want to come up and just hang out for a few? Feel free to. I have no problem with it at all. Sauce said 2.5 grams St. Ides Chem Dog OG. You're not a sativa fan? You know, I like sativas more, or that's what I generally tend to grow more of. I've grown some tremendously effective indicas, because I knew that I grew some indicas that I used for edibles, and they literally just knocked everybody out. There was no fun for them. I figured if you were looking for that desired effect, hell, take one before you go to sleep and you are fucking perfect. But I digress. So it's 11:35. We apparently missed 11:30, but this is what Crumbawig's going to do right now. My daughter, as nice as she is, who's apparently hiding right now, which I can't believe. It's only 11:30 on a Friday night. Her and her boyfriend must be hiding. But needless to say, we're going to be firing up this little bad boy here. The name of it is, I wrote it down because I knew I'd freaking forget it. Subway Sesh is the strain. So, don't know a lot about it. Didn't look it up. It was a gift, so I say that's pretty awesome. Homegrown is incredibly different, Scotty. I was talking about that earlier because I smoked some. Oh, growing old, you getting out of here? Yo, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with us. It is so much appreciated. Super, super appreciated. I believe you are live tomorrow, correct? If you are, drop it in the chat real quick. If you don't mind, that would be absolutely awesome. So people can know to definitely get over there. I know you get a super, super high amount of traffic in there, and we need to get all the people over there that we possibly can. So thank you, thank you. Just lighten this little baby joint up here. Wow, it's pretty nice. I'm impressed. Really smooth. Thank you, Moons. Moons Garden just popped in to say awesome group. Greatly appreciated. For anybody who doesn't know, Moons is listening along from work at 7-Eleven, if I am absolutely correct, which I think I am. Okay, Michael said, growing old is at 12 noon tomorrow. Perfect. Thank you, Michael. Trust me, I try to keep a lot of them straight in my head. It's why I had to finally put my I put mine in my description of most everything now, just so people know, unless I have to change it in the future. But I'm hoping that's not going to happen. So that'll be a good thing. Because I really enjoy having these Friday night ones. And I also enjoy the morning ones. It's nice to have some people who are at both, but it's also really cool to see the large number of people that come in and out of the room as we go through our lives here on a Friday night. Oh, Sea Dogs, you're going live 7 Central Time tomorrow? Cool. Cool indeed. Anybody else going live or dropping any videos that they want to talk about? Because please feel free to. There is nothing wrong with doing that at all. I try to encourage people before they're going to go live when they first start doing them. Make a short about it or make a post that says you're going to be going live. Because trust me, there are so many of us out there that surf YouTube for content, for lives, for that interaction and all that other stuff. And it sucks when we can't find it. You know, that was one of the reasons why I started doing lives. Not that I thought it was going to be anything great. I just said, I looked at all the people that were doing lives and I was like, what's the worst that happens if I do one? Nobody shows up. But I mean, I don't know. It just, yeah, I don't know. You got a short about you hitting 3 vapes? Okay. Nice. You like this one a lot? Sorry, guys. Crumbleweig's a little high right now, so I apologize. I'm entertaining myself in the chat. I appreciate that, Reese. I appreciate that indeed. Oh, Blackened. Well, that's okay. That's all right. Because as I said, I bump into you throughout the day, which is cool. And then you were nice enough to show up at our live tonight. So that's wicked cool. Oh, you're an insomniac? I went through that for a long time. Super long time. And I don't know, it's not as bad anymore. I worked overnights for 7.5 years, 11 or 7 at night till 7 in the morning. So, yeah, I get the insomnia because coming off from that, I had it for years. You'll be back to I'll be back in the morning, though. That's right, Blacken. Dedication. Oh, look at that. John Peterson said, Harry, I just gave you your 49th sub. Hopefully you can go live soon. Awesome. Michael says, I just watched Sea Dogs almost die on our YouTube for hitting vape pens at once. Nice. Yeah, Harry. Oh, Moons, that's awful. Moon said, just find out someone stole his brother's crop. That's shit. That is shitty. That is shitty indeed. And I don't get it. For one, cannabis right now is not $1 million. It really isn't. I think it's more affordable in a lot of places than it has been in a long time. Dang. Absolutely. I'd feel bad too. And it's even worse, the ignorance of some of the people, because they're pulling something that isn't even done yet. You know, for all you know, I don't know how far along their garden was, but, you know, the only thing I can say is, yes, people are assholes. They are. Hold on a second. Excuse me. I've been breaking my rule tonight of not sipping before I've been ripping, so I apologize. Seymour is saying, bro, I have 3 growers that have showed thievery of plant 4 Mondays, show a grow of short cannabis clips. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, Robert, could be a bunch of punk kids. Yeah, snatching and running, junkyard. You're right. A snack does sound good, Sea-Dog. So I'll tell you, somewhere in my lives, I usually do my Friday stoner snack public service announcement. So I usually talk about these things. These frickin' cereal bars. They've got Cinnamon Toast Crunch ones and Reese's Puff ones. So I always bring these things in so I can talk about them and maybe eat them, or who the shit knows. I always bring them in and never eat them on the live, but I talk about them because they're a great stoner snack, and stoner snacks are good. So I went to bring them in here earlier, and I couldn't find them for a good half hour. So then I went to get my cell phone out of my back pocket. No, my cell phone was on the desk, and I've been sitting on the fucking cereal bars for the last, 30 minutes. So that's why they're all destroyed looking and flat instead of being a nicely shaped cereal bar. Not that you guys probably noticed, because you didn't. Yeah, tell no one. That is true, Cumulus. My problem was I grew behind my garage. Not that anybody stole my plants. They didn't. But I came out one day and I have my plants back there. And my FedEx driver is taking selfies with my plants, which I felt good about because they were nice plants. But then I was like, wait a minute here. This guy knows where my plants is and he's taking pictures. Catching up in the chat, guys. Yo, Winging It. What is going on here? Yo, Winging It says a local plant thief was found dead here in a ditch last year. I'm not saying it needs to be taken to that extreme, but, you know, fucking be respectful, really. I don't think somebody that does something like that understands that we grow for love. We don't grow for profit. Us growers, we're not those people. Some of us are, and that's awesome, but the majority of us aren't. We're the consumers, you know, we're the breeders, we're all those different things. Yeah. But I think that's it's a little excessive for that, but still the same. What do we got here? That's why I didn't do anything outside. Kid next door, steal, nosy neighbors on the other side. That junkyard grows. Yo, Robert, you ate an omelet earlier? What the fuck? Oh, you prefer those Lucky Charms ones with little marshmallows? Yeah, I just bought, we get the knockoff brand cereal, big ass bags of it. They had these ones that were Fruity Pebbles with fucking marshmallows. And the ratio of marshmallows to cereal was way better than I've ever seen before. It was primo for being a knockoff Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows. Oh, he was trash winging it? Okay. How that came out as omelet beef? Nice. Nice. So it was spell checker. I'm thinking I'm reading something appropriate because it sounded good. Why not a beef omelet, but an omelet? Omelet would be good. Maybe beef in it. I've had one with barbecue in it before, if anybody's ever had that. Grab it says growing for patients too. Other lives in places they can't grow. You're right. You're absolutely right. But again, I was trying to make the point that aside of us being everywhere, that we put a lot of love into this plant. And as the community grows and people watch us and we have our lives together and we talk about it, people need to realize, or they will realize more, that, you know, we are here because of the love of the plant and what it does for the community, the world, and everything. You know what I mean? The ultimate end game here is we would want to have it legalized for the world, not just for the United States, not just for Canada, not just for whoever the hell else wants to make it legal right off the get-go. But yeah, you know, that brings me on to another interesting thing that I thought about. Now, I'll tell you guys, Crumbawig does not talk politics at all. But I just have a funny question. They do a lot of polls and everything, and they say that 73% or some shit like that of the population agrees with cannabis being legalized. I think that we all know that to be a civilized fact. The number's probably bigger, but let's take that 73%. So what would happen if somebody ran on a green ticket? If there was, I don't know, a fucking cannabis party. I have no idea what their platform would be, but think of the power behind that, the vote that could be behind that. I don't know. What the fuck? Yo, Sea Dogs, you getting out of here? We got your ass toasted tonight. You have yourself an absolutely fantastic evening. We will catch up with you later. Thank you so much for being here and helping us entertain, which is always fun. We are rolling up on midnight shortly. We're about 10 minutes out. Getting fried. I could get behind that platform. Yeah, I know, but would it be getting fried? No, not all the time. We would still continue to go on and do what we do in the world. You know, we are the doctors and the lawyers and the butchers and the bakers and the fucking candlestick makers. You know, it's what we are. And the more people that realize that, the stronger our community will become. I mean, I've even got my father on board with a lot of this now. When I talk to him about you guys, really, and what we talk about and how we can come up with many more realistic solutions to the problems in the world than the world can come up with problems sometimes. All right, I'm missing something here in the chat. So I was pondering. Politics is evil. Absolutely. So I apologize for bringing it up. I was just bringing up the thought of having a green ticket, and I thought it would be humorous. I know, winging it. I know, but I can humor my delusional high ass by saying, just on paper, it looks funny. Like it could be a thing. You know, out of that number, so many people would be fearful of repercussion and actually coming forwards that, yes, it would not be successful, but it would be funny. Plackett lost his lighter, and he hasn't moved. I like that. Oh, Reese is back talking about with the marshmallows that the Fruity Pebble, yeah. With the marshmallows, that's like the Fruity Pebble cereal bar? Oh, nice. You know what I want to do with the cereal that I had, the one that's that knockoff Fruity Pebbles with marshmallows, is I want to turn them into edibles, like Rice Krispie treats. I think that would be pretty badass. True, Sauce. True. Junkyard grows. I lost my lighter in my boob pocket for 2 days. Ha ha. I think so too, Reese. Oh, no kidding. I suppose you did, Winging It. Winging It said, I will grow regardless. I've been through the dark days here in draconian Oklahoma. Yo, Bean. Excuse me. Well, I coughed at everybody for a moment. Let me take a sip here. Sorry, I got to check my phone. I deeply apologize. I've got... Hold on a second here. I got one of my children messaging me. I apologize. That was pretty funny. Sorry about that. Yo, Jason, what is going on? Thank you so much for being here. Being sorry I didn't appropriately say hello. I was in the middle of coughing at that moment because I've been ignorant tonight, not sipping before I rip. So I apologize for that. Jason, I enjoyed your harvest and trimming today. I like that. I like that big cola you pulled off from the top there. That had some heft behind it. But thank you for sharing that. I love that stuff, and I think that it's so needed in the community at the level that we're at. Hey, Winging It's backstage. Let's get Winging It up here. Give me 1 second. Let me get you on stage. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I've been enjoying the few shows of yours I've checked in on.
Well, thank you.
So I'll go ahead and show you some plants praying before the lights go out.
Oh, perfect. Let me get you up on big stage. There we go. Oh, look at that. Oh, there's some happy ladies.
Well, these have been through a mite war.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. Just got their third spraying last night, so
Huh.
hopefully we got them beat and didn't mess them up for flower.
All right. How far along are they?
Oh, about 3 weeks
Okay.
since flip. You know, they just got little button buds.
Sure. They're looking great, though.
Well, they didn't get mites didn't get into the buds. I don't think there's some leaf damage, but I got them quick. They weren't there one day, and the next day they were there.
Huh.
It was pretty dramatic.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Slurricane,
Wow.
Slurricane didn't get them, but it got a couple of preemptive treatments.
Okay.
Hopefully it's okay.
Better safe than sorry. Absolutely.
They got a little bit lighter hit. And then the auto flowers, nothing over here. Of course, I mean, when everything gets sprayed, I mean everything. Everything but the lights, the fans, and the power strip.
Right.
Inside,
Now,
outside, floor.
what are you spraying with?
I'm just using doctor's arms.
Okay.
I've got Zymes and South Coast and Dead Bug and all sorts of other stuff. But
Okay.
the autos, though, I didn't hit them at all. So
Nice.
But
Nice.
these are praying and having fun. Lights are about to go out.
I see that. Gorgeous plants. Gorgeous.
But yeah, I've been at this a while, and
Yeah, it looks that way.
Draconian, Oklahoma, and I'm going to grow regardless. I've done
Right.
been feet grinder, been through the system. I don't care.
Understandable. I agree 110%.
So it's just what it is, and I kind of wish people would just buck up and do it.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I concur.
But I just wanted to jump up before the lights went out. That's all.
Sure. This is great because we can have you jump up again in a week or so and we can see how everything's doing, if that's all right with you.
Oh, yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll do all right.
Perfect.
All right. Have a great evening.
All right. Thanks a lot. I'll see you back in the chat.
Bye.
Bye. All righty. What the hell is that on my screen? Oh, I don't know what I was doing. Yo, Momanic, I see you in here. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to ignore you for a moment. It certainly was not intentional. I know, Seymour, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Those were some pretty nice trees. Yo, ADHD. Hold on a second here. I'm losing people in the chat. There we go. Sorry about that. ADHD, what is going on? Let me make sure I got you in here, and I would like to get you modded up. So I am making you a moderator, and along with that comes a quick little spiel from me. Now that you're a moderator, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the shit out of the chat. And please don't beg for money. It's not a good look on anybody. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. Go over there. Watch a video. Sub up. Drop a like. Drop a comment. They're going to love it. You're going to make their day. Also, it lets them know you were there. They'll probably come back to your channel and do the same thing. If we have trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door. And please try not to engage. And most of all, if you're here, let's have fun. All righty, back over into the chat. Junkyard Grow, you ate all the snacks. Order me a pizza. That does sound good right now. Oh, man. Oh, I missed out. I could have texted Mrs. Wig and had her bring some shit home. Damn it. Wow. Next Friday, guys, you got to remind me next Friday to put in a food order so Mrs. Wig can bring it home. Yo, Rabbit, what is going on, my friend? My good friend, what is going on? Bean, you did your first live a bit ago. Can't be like these guys. Felt strange. You'll just get used to it, maybe. I don't know. Side note for everybody who doesn't know, I hate talking in front of people. I had wicked stage fright, all that shit. And I can tell you now, because of all of you guys, I love it. I will go talk to people. I don't care what it's about anymore. I don't give a shit. I prefer it be about cannabis and the community and how great we are, but not everybody wants to hear about that all the time. Thank you, Jason. Jason said, don't forget to like the stream, Gromies. Absolutely. Also, I want to thank the 34 people that are in here hanging out with us right now. Yo, Home Grow 4201. Thank you for being here. Appreciated. Appreciated indeed. Is this Rabbit's birthday today? Holy happy Rabbit. Indeed. Yo, 420 budget grow. Oops. I'm going to go ahead and get you modded up. Now I'm going to pause for a second before I say anything because I need new water. And I'm going to pause a minute before I read my spiel because, well, I'm going to pause a minute. I like to catch up in the chat. Yo, Bean. Of course. Oh, Canadian, that's all right. We all have kid problems at times. Oh, ADHD, Mid-Missouri grower. Nice. Welcome, welcome to our live. Remember, everybody, this isn't my live. This is our live because without you guys, we wouldn't be having all the fun we are here tonight. So thank you very much. Oh, we just hit midnight, didn't we? Oh, I think that means we need to do a rip. I apologize to people if I've been hoarding back and not ripping at the appropriate times, but this is what I look at. I got a bong in hand. I bet everybody else has a bong, a vape, a dab, a blunt, a vape, a edible, a something, whatever your mode of consumption is. One sip of water and then we're going to go. Got to hydrate. Don't want to cough my head off. Alrighty, everybody. There's 34 of us in here. Let's rip. No problem, 420. Yo, growing with Steve. Woo, I'm coughing from the rip I just did. Yo, new buds, you did. You did indeed. What do we got going on over on your channel? No content yet? New buds, what's up with that? What is up with that? Been on here for a couple years. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mod you up, which means I am going to have to read this again, guys. I apologize, but that's two people we modded up. So, now that you're a mod, this is the room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Please, nothing for sale or trade. Don't spam the shit out of the chat. Don't beg for money, like Bean was before, busting my balls begging for money, which was funny. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Also, sub up to one another. You got a wrench, go over to their channel, sprinkle some love. Go watch a video, drop a like, leave a comment. You leave that comment, you're going to make their day. Not only are you going to do that, not only are you going to do that, but it's a good chance they'll come back to your channel and do the same thing for you. If we have any trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door, and please try not to engage. And if you're here, most of all, let's have some fun. All right. 420 Budget Grow said, I'm only 17. I got to go. Winging It is back. Had to have a midnight phone call with the wife. That's cool. That's really cool. That's awesome. I look forward to Mrs. Wig coming home. We usually do the bong pass through this piece of the wall here because she doesn't want to be on camera, which is fine. I get that. At least not yet. I think I'll wear her down at some point. We could have like a Mr. and Mrs. Wig show or some shit like that. Yo, Reese, thank you for staying up past your bedtime and hanging out with us. So much appreciated. Absolutely. You have a good rest of your night. Junkyard Grows, I'm going to stalk you all. Ha ha. Thank you, Budget Grow. Budget Grow said, hit that like button. Oh, yeah, Jason, you should see all the shit Scotty's been posting. He's been doing, really aggressive stress training with, piercing stalks of plants and putting like wooden sticks through them and everything to induce stress. And oh my God. All right, Winging It. Wife microdoses gummies. Weed does nothing at all. Nothing for her overall. Okay. Yeah, ice too. Don't we get dinner and a movie first? JYG 420 is the cable guy. That's like, it's a completely different thing. I was to say Frank R, I believe it is. Frank R. Oh, yeah. Frank normally comes to all the morning lives, and I said I'd give a shout out to him today because he said he was going to set an alarm, but last week he slept through it. So big shout out to Frank R, who chills out in a lot of the lives out there and puts a smile on our faces a lot of times. So, and he's also the rug guy, if anybody gets that joke. If they don't, it's one of those, if you know, you know. Junkyard Grows says, Robert, subscribe to my Only Buds. I like that. An Only Buds page. Hadn't heard that one before. Oh, that's interesting, Wing It. That is. Wing It said she's epileptic, so you would think it would be a great med for her, but nothing. Huh. The robot chicken of the grow world. Did you just call JYG 420 an it? Hashtag only buds. Thank you, Bean. You know what? We should all put that on our next videos and shit that we post. That would be funny. See if we could get some traction on it. It would just be funny. You know, we could figure out a way to fuck with some algorithm. I suspect. I don't know what the hell that is. All right, who's familiar with StreamYards? Because I have a question. Junkyard Grows, I identify as a Samsung refrigerator with snacks in it. Growing with Steve says, I actually kind of am tomorrow with my short. Good, good. That's excellent. Yeah, for some harvest, that would work. Yeah, absolutely. I know, Steve, but now we've escalated this OnlyFans into OnlyBuds, and we're going to run with it, damn it. I think it would be funny. I don't know where it would go. Probably nowhere, but still the same. It would humor me for a moment. Going with Steve, I should change my tag. Winging It says, I shouldn't, but I think some old school Columbia Gold needs to be smoked on. Yo, OG Plant Janitor, what is going on? What is going on? Thank you for being here. I was just giving you a shout out earlier for one of those cool ass people that that listens along while they're at work. That's it. You did it, Bean. Hashtag only beans. That's some shit right there. See, this is the evolution of the community. The evolution of the community. Otis, Nugget, what the fuck are you doing? Knocking the goddamn wall down, dickhead. Excuse me. Had to reprimand the dog real quick. So hold on a second here, cuz 420 Budget Grows asking a question. Can you guys tell me when a plant is considered a plant? Does a clone count even though it doesn't really have roots? So I believe you're asking this question in regards to plant count. And I think it depends on in your state, personally. Let me get Winging It back up here. What's we got going on, boss?
Some real Colombian gold, grown from 1975 seed.
Really? Look at that. Oh, that's some gorgeous bud right there.
That's the real thing.
Wow.
That makes you grind gears, see tracers and some colors. That's real weed. That ain't none of that foo-foo shit weed we got now.
Right.
That's real cannabis.
Now I got a question because there's a lot of stuff I don't know about. Is that considered a landrace strain, sir?
Yeah, that is
okay.
Landrace.
Okay.
This is real landrace. Matter of fact, I got these seeds out of a couple of kilos I bought in 1975.
Nice. Nice. I had a friend of mine who got his seeds from a gentleman who brought him back from Vietnam.
Huntington Beach, California is where I bought this at.
Yeah.
1975. As a matter of fact, I bought this old brass chamber pot to sample that by with.
Nice. Nice.
So yeah, I think, and this will probably keep me up all night.
It's worth it though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the youngins don't get it. This weed's oily. This is oily. It doesn't have trichomes and stuff like modern foo-foo weed. And
Super sticky stuff you're talking about.
No, this is just oily.
Okay.
When you press this is where you get honey oil. In the old days, you took this kind of weed and pressed it and made oil and smoked it out of oil pipes.
Okay.
Or wiped it on your joints or whatever, because it presses. What we call oil is how it presses. You can rub that and you can't snap your fingers. Your fingers become slick.
Huh. Interesting.
So it's the original old school stuff.
Nice.
So I'm going to enjoy some of this. I've got more in the freezer, but I like to keep this in the Canatrol, so it doesn't smell good, it doesn't look good, and it doesn't taste good. But it will rip the top of your head off and spit on your burger.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm going to enjoy that this evening.
Absolutely.
And it'll probably stay awake for a while.
Oh, that's all right. We're going to be here for at least another 45 minutes.
All right. We'll be good.
All right. Thanks for showing that to us. Perfect. That was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome indeed. Yo, Warriors Nation, cheers. Thank you for coming in. Absolutely. Good to see you here. Junkyard Grows. I got stuck in my wall last week in a grow. I took a nap. OG Janitor says turned 51 Friday last, so I suppose you're right, Bean. Yo, Anthony Lester, what is going on? It's interesting when I see people throughout the chat and then they gravitate back in and gravitate out. And I hope they're doing what we all love to do. And that is you step out, you go sprinkle some love, you wander back or you don't wander back, but at least hung out for a while. And there's a lot to be said for that. I hope that as we do these and as we continue to do our lives together, that, you know, the number of people that are in here grow. The interaction grows with all of you, and we watch each other grow. You are right, Junkyard. That OG Landrace stuff makes you wonder what the moon tastes like. Well, so I have genetics coming from Landrace strain that Cavs is sending me. And I'm trying to remember what it is, and I can't, so I'm not going to misquote myself. But when I get them, I will share with everybody. I was talking about how difficult it is outdoors up here, and he said that the Landrace strains are pretty solid and pretty resistant against a lot of things. So I'm going to give him a whack for the last time I try to grow photos outdoors. I know next summer I'm going to go with autos. I just think for me it will be easier. I don't have to worry about as much stuff as I did this year. No, Robert, the purple doesn't always taste like purple. I grew some purple plant. It was two Master OGs I had, and they both came out dark, deep purple. And no, they didn't taste purple. They tasted awesome, but they didn't taste purple. Not that I can pin a taste on purple, but Nice. Anthony said, just got high, eating some sweet and sour chicken and rice, then some strawberry ice cream. That sounds so freaking good right now. Got a shower, taking a dab of Tahoe OG. Cheers. Warriors, you grow calves genetics? Calves has sent me some genetics already. I just don't have room in my tent to grow them right now. Dean said, 6 people care about me and my ish. Love y'all. We love you too, Bean. Anthony's got some Maui Wowie and Durban poison landrace strain seeds from calves. Yeah, mine's Afghani crossed with something, and I can't remember what the rest of it is. It might be it's Acapulco Gold. I think it is. Yeah, I'll wait, and then I'll share with you guys. 420, you are growing Acapulco Gold, but the clones are giving you a hard time. Robert said, do the snozberries taste like snozberries? I suspect they do. Okay, Bean. I challenge you on that purple came from the cold because I ran them in 2 separate tents. They were not ever in the same tent. One tent was in my basement, which, yes, did run about 9 degrees colder than my one upstairs, but my one upstairs ran hotter. So, yeah, that was an interesting one right there. Yeah, winging it. Cavs was talking about that because that was my concern. I said, if I get a landrace strain, am I going to have to flower this bastard for 20 weeks? Because that's a long time. And he said no. So, watch, it'll be 19 weeks. Right, OG, that's what I was saying. I've got calves genetics and I don't have room for them, but they are in my November run. I've already decided. Oh, Fino ramen does sound pretty good. So that cereal I was talking about earlier, all I've got left is just marshmallows and some pulverized crumbs. I might have that afterwards. I might have it on ice cream. That would be bitchin'. If we've got some vanilla ice cream left, absolutely. Yo, Scotty buddy, how we doing there? You hanging in? You're right, Sauce. We see the field of green and it's never enough. It's like, what am I going to do for my next run? You're looking for some shrooms, OG? I don't have any plugs. I know that I'm growing right now. There's a couple people that have came through here that have told me that they have sources, but I can't remember any names. If anybody does know of any good sources for shrooms, as I call them, extracurriculars, please share that in the chat. I'm fine with it. I don't have a problem with it. Most they're going to do is bust my balls and pull the fucking live down. You know, I will survive. It will be okay. Oh, yes, absolutely, Bean. Absolutely. I thought you meant those 2 plants. That's why I got plant defensive, I suppose. God damn, if I was hostile to you, I'm sorry, Bean. That was not the intention here. Oakland has a dispensary. Somebody can ship them to you. Nice, Sauce. Visible Farms, thank you. Acapulco Gold and Panama Red. Thank you for me being a crackhead and not remembering. I'm excited about it. So excited. You know, I was blessed by Scotty 420. I was blessed by Cabs. I've been blessed by some other people. And I've just got such awesome genetics to run. Robert is saying, I heard purple was supposedly lack or too much nitrogen if it's not the genetics. Well, so yeah, I don't have an answer on that. I don't. I suppose it can be. Yeah, 420 budget grow. Now you know why I'm so excited. See, that's what I'm thinking, is that it's from the genetics. I have not. I didn't pull clones from it, and I did not plant them a second time. Oh, winging it must have smoked up. Said, oh yeah, hello to my youth. May have to take an early morning motorcycle ride. No, don't do that and F that. Yes, Scotty 420 does. If anybody's looking for Lucy, or I can read his comment because it's written in there. It's a beautiful thing. Scotty said, I got bomb ass acid. That is the truth. I have sampled Scotty's wares. I will tell you a little quick story. Don't full send 6. That's all I got to say. You can. It's an eye opener. It's a face melter is what it is. It's a carpet mover. It's go outside and look at the trees, and you'll suddenly realize that as you're breathing, the trees and everything synced up with your breath. That's some badass shit right there. All right, that's my public service announcement. You know, I actually think you made out really well if you got 3 years from one. Our water's so shit up here, Fino Dino. Fino Dino said mowing shower cartridges are poop. The longest I've got from one is 3 years. Yeah, we're lucky if we get a year and a half out of them up here. Scotty puppy tabs. Understandable, Sauce. That's true. If you can get them, we can get them. I have had success with growing the mushrooms. I'm doing the all-in-one bags. I have a lot of questions on mine right now, and I have a resource from the community that I was put in touch with, and I've got an email about half done to them. My only concern is this is a strain I've never ran before. I'm growing white rabbits, and the process of the mycelium spreading took a lot longer than it did with my Lizard Kings or my F pluses. So again, it's an all-in-one bag. It's not the mono tub and all that other shit. So you could say I'm a cheater on the mushrooms, but I've had great success with it. Visible said, I'm trimming so much that I think I'm turning into a plant. I have heard that, grab it, and, for a cal deficiency, use milk. Yep. That makes sense, Sauce. Your girls are purple with the season change. Nice, OG. See? That communication open. Get those packages delivered. Who did I just see come here? Smoking Joe? Yo, Smoking Joe, what's going on, brother? Look at you go over here. We got some cool shorts. Oh, Lit Farms THCA hemp flower rosin press from Rositech. Nice. Beautiful. I just subbed up to you. Let me pop back over here and see where my page is so I can get you modded up. There we are. Okay. Adding you as a moderator. Give me 1 second here to share with you. Now that you're a moderator, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the shit out of the chat. Don't beg for money. It doesn't look good on anybody except for Bean. Bean can beg for money. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. Check out their channels. We're badass people out here. When you're over there, sub up to them. Sprinkle some love. Watch a video. Drop a like. Drop that comment. They see that comment, you're going to make their day. They're probably going to come back and do the same to you. Also, if we have trolls, let's nicely escort them to the door. Please try not to engage. And if you're here, most of all, let's have fun. All righty, Smoking Joe. We got you all set up there. Visible Farms is seeing stems everywhere. Lazy said, nice. Feel free to spike my pizza anytime. I once said, feel free to spike my food. Then I ate a piece of cake one day. Nice. Nice indeed. Hey, I want to thank you guys in here. There's 27 of us floating around, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you a great deal. I know we're winding down. We're at the 12:30 point here. A lot of people have things going on, so I just want to say I appreciate you guys from hanging out in here. Lazy Cloud says, I'm sick of trimming. Well, I've got a lot of trimming to do, and I am hoping, my hopes is that children will come upon me tomorrow and visit, and from there, we will be trimming. So, on that note, let's rip, everybody. I apologize. We missed the 12:30 rip, but here we are. Let's go. Yo, JC. Cheers, cheers. Growing with Steve. Bernie. Lazy clouds. Don't grow too much. Speaking of trimming, I have a trimming question for you guys. What do you think of, I'm going to bring it up, trim bowls? Does anybody have them? Does anybody use them? And what the fuck do you think? I'm just curious. I've seen them. I've seen huge content creators hate them and then like them. I've seen a few people suggest that they're good for certain aspects of trimming. Okay, OD Plant Janitor says, love my trim bowl. Sauce says, honestly, clones work better as far as trimming. Trimming far less when you clone. Okay, I get that. Yeah, I've heard that too. Depends on how much you need to trim. You know, I mean, I suppose you could do a test run in it, but it's not like they're $5. They're on average about $100, unless you want to get like a $69 13-inch one. But they're somewhere in that range. I don't think you need the overkill of the 19-inch one, but Visible, I know people that cry at a pound. So I give you a lot of credit for what you guys are humping through right now on that. Fino Dino, be nice. Melon form, $80, 18-inch. Okay. Did 2 plants in about 10 minutes? Okay. And let me ask you, does it have like I mean, obviously there's a bowl on the bottom of it, and that just catches all your trim, your sugar leaves, and whatever else, and you're good to go with that, right? For whatever you plan to use it for. That's not bad, $80 for an 18-inch. I don't think at all. Let me write that down. Melon Farm. Cool. MELONFARM. 18-inch. Nice. Thank you, Vino. I appreciate you more than you imagine. I don't know if you know that, but I greatly appreciate you. I appreciate your content, and I appreciate what you do for the community, so thank you. I did not watch all of his live. I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I watched the beginning of it when he was talking about the main cola that he took off and weighed and trimmed up, and that looked nice. And then he was looking at some of his lower nugs, but I didn't watch him trim any of them up. So, but that's a real struggle for us as growers. I know I've had plants and I looked at them and I'm like, the hell is this? You know, I'm pulling not even an ounce off from a plant, and it wasn't even my first grow. It was just a shit plant. It was WPSG times slurricane. I had 5 seeds. I had 4 of them die on me, and finally got this one little fucker to grow, and it just acted like an asshole the whole run. And finally it was done, and that's all that it had on it was, yeah. Oh, Wiggity, you got a Canatrol? Nice. I know, Scotty. I know. And always popping up in cool places. That's the other thing, too. I think I see Fino around the same amount that I see you around, Scotty. Oh, Sauce, you wanted to grow hydroponic 5 gals? Well, you don't. All right, let me share something with you, Sauce. No, you don't. Because I've got the 4 5-gallon setups, and I don't use a reservoir. It's just a pain in the ass without a reservoir, but it's out there. The setup was like $80. Yeah, they're out there and they exist. You just really want to have the one that's the 5 units, so you've got the 4 5 gallons. Then you've got the reservoir, which is way bigger than 5 gallons. I think they're 35 or some shit like that. You can get them. That would be nice, Junkyard, if Vivo Sun would have a V-Cure that fell off the back of their truck. That would be sweet. No, I do know what you're saying, Sauce. Yeah, absolutely. Because I've ran that setup twice and now it sits. You know? I'm using most of the rock from it in the bottom of my, all the pots in my veg tent. Since those are all plastic pots, they've got the lava rocks in the bottom of them, and then the cocoa on top, because I'm bottom feeding all of those. So, yo, Cavs just rolled in. Thank you very much, good sir. We were talking about you earlier. We appreciate you being here. Very, very nice. For those of you who don't know, lower class Boof is here. And that is who I refer to as Cavs, should you be watching along or listening along. Congratulations at Crumblewig. Why, Cavs? We're just chilling out here, having a good old time. I don't know if I'd prefer to have a reservoir, because if you're growing 4 different strains in there, they can get pissy on you really quick. And that I found out the hard way. That would be my only concern with having a reservoir, because as you guys know, our plants can be finicky. And when they are, they may require something that the other one doesn't. And if you're all reservoir, that's hard for you to control. whereas I can isolate all mine because they're not. That would be the only benefit that I could think of, but if you're growing all the same strain, then it's not a problem. So it wouldn't be anything to worry about, I don't think. Oh, Canadian, you getting out of here? Peace out. Thank you for being here. So much appreciated. And enjoy wife time. Speaking of wife time, Mrs. Wiggs should be home shortly. Excellent. Sauce said, you're teaching me. What I learned is it's better for pH and nutrient control. That's my opinion, Sauce. That's my opinion. Is it more maintenance? It kind of is. But you get to a certain point, whereas your bucket's all roots. So if you're doing a water change, you're literally changing out a liter of water maybe because they're taking up so much space in there. It's incredible. Spell checker doesn't like boof, evidently. God breaking in this new phone. Jeez. Wow, Robert. Thank you, Visible. Yes. Yep. I have, for doing mine, I went to, I think it was Harbor Freight or something like that, and they have these fuel pumps that take 2D batteries in them. Fucking thing, you can stick it right in the 5-gallon bucket, pump out the water, take another 5-gallon bucket with your shit in it, pump the water right back in. Wicked quick, and the thing works great. You've been gifted 2 packs of Cavs. Holy shit, Cavs. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Cavs said you have been gifted 2 packs of Cavs oil beans, Acapulco Gold times Panama Red, and Maui Wowie times Durban Poison, and a wonderful tie-dye shirt that I'll be sending you with the tracking number on Monday morning. Yo, Cavs, you are a rock star. Thank you so much for you and for everything that you do in this community. You are incredible. Oh, you went back to your roots with organic, swinging it? I bet. Throwing out a lifetime worth of gear. Yeah, Sauce, definitely do your research. I have, as I've maintained before, when I started this journey, I feel I bought a lot of things I didn't need. Some of the things I felt I didn't need, you guys have informed me I do need. So I am keeping those items. But for some of the other ones, nope, I'm going to let them go. And I think that's an okay thing because it makes it so I can help you guys out in the community. If there's something that I have that somebody needs, we'll either throw it into a giveaway or we'll just get it to them. I saw that happen with lights the other day. We had somebody who was in need for lights and boom, someone's like, hey, holy shit, I got lights. Let me send them to you. And it happened. And that's awesome. Awesome indeed. So thank you guys. Thank all of you. Especially you guys. We got 28 of you in here. We've held pretty steady throughout the night, and I appreciate that from all of you. You've never done hydro sauce? I can start a clone in water, though. Hey, right there, that is a piece of things. Did I give Dragon his tent? No. I gave a tent to Scotty 420, a big fucking 8x8 that I couldn't do anything with. And it got a beautiful home. Swing by Scotty 420's channel and check that shit out because it's amazing. It's like he had to move sofas and shit out of his living room to fit it in there. It's crazy. Crazy cool. I could use a Batmobile. Just saying, says Junkyard Grows. That's right, Harry. Never too late to try. Shout out to all styles and disciplines. One thing that I've learned is I've started taking something from everybody's grow out there. I don't care if you're 2 days into growing or 50 years into growing. You can learn something from everybody. And it's incredible, all these little hacks and this and that you wouldn't even think about. I mean, I'll give you a silly one. I was watching, it isn't a silly one, it's pretty smart. But you know those metal clips that you clip a bunch of papers together with, and they got the metal squeeze thing on the end of them? Somebody had used those around the outside of their fabric pots so that they could stress train. I thought it was pretty brilliant because they could put them in places where there weren't enough eye holes around the outside of the buckets. So, thank you. Cav said, me and Mrs. Cav selected you because you've given everyone a wonderful place to chat and enjoy YouTube, Crumble, and hopefully you'll enjoy your gifts. Cavs, thank you so much to you and the missus. I appreciate you guys allowing me this platform to hang out on here and chat with all you great fucking people. I mean, I can't express that enough because, you know, I'm just this guy that came here to show my grow. And you guys have allowed me to sit up here and run my mouth. And you seem to enjoy hanging out and doing it. And on that note, it is time for a bong rip on that note. Because I have nothing but wonderful things to say about that. And you are right, Bean. If you ain't learning, you ain't growing. Let me hydrate a little bit, and then we are going to go ahead and rip. Let's go, people. Cheers, cheers. You're right, OG. Bong 30. Brian, good morning, good morning. Thanks, buddy, for showing up. It is Bong 30. It is time to rip. Absolutely, Sauce. Absolutely. Yo, Legacy's in the house. Hey, thank you for swinging in. So much appreciated. Excuse me. Robert Barron said junkyard grows. I may actually have a Batmobile about the right size. Let me dig around. Nice, nice. I don't know if you guys heard the dogs bark. You know what that means? That means Mrs. Crumbawig is home from work. Is that you, Mrs. Crumbawig? It is. Hey, Mrs. Crumbawig, how are you?
Ready for a bong rip.
Ready for a bong rip. I can accommodate that. All you gotta do is walk over here, stick your arm around the screen.
Which way?
I don't care. I listen. There you are, Mrs. Crumbaway. Ah, yes, indeed. Yes, OG, Mama's home. Mama Wig. I appreciate that, Legacy. Indeed. Robert wants to know how work was, Mrs. Wig.
Extremely busy.
Busy, busy, busy. Busy, busy. Oh, Alexa's ranting because of Joe G's live earlier.
Oh.
Yes, I couldn't get her to stop talking to me. Sorry, just reading in the chat, guys. I apologize. I just like definitely drifted off there into the high zone. Holy shit. Guy rolls up in an $80,000 truck, but he can't afford a light? What the hell? That's crazy. Bless you, dogs. Bless you indeed. You okay over there? Dog sneezing up a storm. So we're rolling up on about 10 minutes of. Anybody else interested in coming up, saying hello as we're winding things down here? I didn't give him a light. I told him to sod off. Nice. I think I might have done the same thing. I remember back when I had my big eBay business and people would always want to haggle with you on shit. And then they'd do the same thing. They'd roll up in a BMW or something. And it's like, you fucker. You know, you screwed me over the phone and here we are. Warriors, you had to post a short of the picture of the shirt the trolls stole to prove him wrong. I forgot you're fighting that battle at the moment. I am really sorry. Tell him to grow them in front of his truck. Nice. Hey, Visible, thanks for hanging out with us. I hope you don't have carpal tunnel after all this freaking trimming. You stay blessed. Oh, I knew it, Cavs. I knew it. Cavs has mushroom tea poured into his lemonade. I have not tried that yet, but it is next on my list for the next time I have it. And I keep on forgetting that I have both, what do I have? I have both the Lizard Kings and the F Plus here still. So, yeah, I might have to think about that over the next couple days. We'll see. We'll see indeed. So what I think we're going to do is, because we're pulling up on 1 o'clock in the morning, is we'll do our next rip at about 5 of, and we'll fire it up really good and hard, and then we'll wind down from here. And again, I just want to thank each and every one of you for being here and spending time with us tonight. Oh, you ate an eighth of Golden Flakes with a McDonald's apple pie, and that was your first experience? Nice. Nice. My first experience was, oh, I bet you are feeling amazing, Cavs. Yeah. It's been a month, maybe 2 months since I've done mushrooms. It's been a while. I was considering doing them and trying to pull off a live one night, but we had also talked about having me do a live on acid and have a couple of people come up who were also on acid, but I didn't know if that would be entertaining or if that would be stupid. Jury's still out on that one. Hey, Harry, you getting out of here? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And we will catch you next time. Absolutely. Yeah, I would like to go to that McDonald's too. You're pretty sure it was way more than 2 grams? Yes, Sauce, that is true. From what I have heard. It would be funny, wouldn't it, Robert? I think so, Scotty, and I think we're going to have to do it at some point in time. old acid head like myself would enjoy your trip. I know, winging it probably would be cool. Staying Man says, my first was Mexican brick weed. Took 3 minutes. It cleans out the seeds. Staying Man, what's going on tonight? I have not seen you around. You've been around for a while. All righty, let me go ahead and get you modded up, Staying Man. Oops, I just almost unmodded somebody. That wouldn't have been a good thing. All righty, Staying Man, we're getting ready to take a rip, but before we do that, I'm just going to read you my moderator rules real quick. I will be super quick on this. Now that you are a mod, this is a room for 18 years or older. We are a drama-free channel. Nothing for sale or trade. Please don't spam the channel with a bunch of shit. Don't beg for money, except for Bean. He's the only one that's allowed to. Welcome everybody to the room. Make them feel comfortable. Let them know what a great community we are. Sub up to one another. When you get over there, drop them a like. Go ahead and leave a comment. It's going to make their day. And they'll come back and probably do the same to you. Also, if we have trolls, we are going to nicely escort them to the door. Please try not to engage. And most of all, if you're here, let's have some fun. There you go. We got you modded up, and I finished my little lecture. Depends on the person, also the person environment. I'm not worried about it, Scotty. I just think it'd be a funny thing for us to do. I think it would be entertaining. Alrighty, everybody. It is 12:57. Let's go ahead and yes, Scotty, damn it, Bean. Now I can't beg for money. Alrighty, guys, let's rip on this and we'll get ready to wrap this up. Alrighty, people, cheers. Yes, Stang, there's a lot of us growers here. Absolutely. These lives I usually run from 10 o'clock until 1 o'clock in the morning on Fridays. And I'm also live Sunday through Wednesday from 5:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock in the morning. That's our rundown. Let's keep on ripping, guys. Yes, Bean, you did make it to the rules, and I'm going to keep you in the rules now. Absolutely, Cavs. Perfect, perfect. I know, Sauce. It is weird that the sun isn't rising because you're right. You are usually here when the sun's rising. Scotty420 says, nah, no growers here. Thanks, OG. Thank you very much. All righty, guys. Wait. What, Bean? I'm patiently dangling for the next thing. When's my birthday? August 17th. So it passed already. I came on here because I was bored out of my skull and hung out with a bunch of you guys, and we had an absolutely fantastic time. And that's what kind of started my morning lives, all from that. Studies, Finodino says studies indicate that cannabinoids reduce cellular sensitizance markers and restore extracurricular matrix components like collagen, elastin, and hyaluronic acid. Huh. All right, everybody, we have that piece of information now. Do with it what you may. Scotty says, I have a tent in the closet and a tent in my bedroom. Thanks, Bean. Yes, I am a Leo, Sauce. Wayne it says, yep, the Lumbo Gold is going to be good for a sunrise ride. Rip the Wing East. Ogo Grown, you are all wild. I'm about to pass out. Ogo Grown, we're getting ready to wrap this up and get out of here. Thank you, Andrew, for still being here. All righty, everybody. Let's wrap this up. I want to say, like I always do at the end of my lives, pick a channel out there. Someone in the community or not even in the community. Go over there. Sprinkle some love. Sub up to them. Check out their videos. When you like that video and you comment on it, you may make the difference between them staying in this community and putting up content or not. You have no idea how impactful and powerful your words are in motivating someone to want to stay in this community. So, again, try and do that. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Peace out.